So what I'm talking about today, this higher ticket offering, is really for those teachers who are a little bit further on in their journey. For those of you watching this that are at the beginning, this is great. Like, this is an opportunity for you to get a vision of what this could look like for you in the future, okay? If you keep at it, if you keep growing your community and creating offerings that your community actually want and need. We're looking specifically at high ticket online courses, okay? What they are and how having one can really transform your business, but not just that, can also really transform your students' lives. What is a high ticket course then? Well, essentially, it's a course that comes with a higher price tag, okay? I think we all know that. It comes with a higher price tag. And there's not really any kind of specific known price point, but you might consider a course to be high ticket if the price point is starting at $1,000 or maybe $2,000 or more, okay? So for us here at Digital Yoga Academy, we have our Mastermind, okay? The Visionary Mastermind. It's a $12,000 program, and we actually kicked it off this week with a small elite group of visionaries, and it's definitely what we would consider as a high ticket program, okay? So this type of program is definitely not set up in the same way that an evergreen self-study online course would be set up, okay? And certainly, you wouldn't be leaving your students to their own devices inside a program like this. So it definitely comes with more support, high touch support and accountability. And the key thing here is it's likely for the students who are at a more advanced level in their journey. Okay, so I asked you guys at the beginning, where are you in your business right now? And we're all going to be at different stages, right? We're all going to be at different stages in our business journey. So a higher ticket offering is likely something that you would create for those students in your community who are a little bit further on in their journey, okay? And for us, this is true for the Visionary Mastermind. Like, those teachers, they already have a successful business, they're already making consistent monthly revenue, and they already have an online course, okay? So they've come into the Visionary to put those courses onto Evergreen, okay? So build out an Evergreen sales funnel. If you're unsure what that is, go and have a listen to an episode on the YOGIPRENEUR podcast. I've done an episode about evergreen sales funnels and all of that good stuff. So you can go and find out what that is. But essentially, it's a course that you sell all year round. Your students can come in on any day of the year. These teachers that have come into the Visionary are putting their existing courses onto Evergreen, and they're building out their first high ticket course, okay, which is what I'm talking to you guys about today. So it's a big transformation, right, that's being delivered with this high touch support, okay? So myself and my team become an extension of their team, okay? They have us at their side. If you haven't ventured into this type of offering in your yoga business, you might be thinking that the only benefits of having a higher ticket course is the potential for making more money. And of course, it's true, you make more money. However, the benefits really extend beyond this. There's many benefits. So there's benefits not just for you as the business owner, but also tons of benefits for your students coming into this type of course with you. So the first huge benefit, okay, that's a benefit for both you and your student, is that they get to achieve, I'm going to say extraordinary results, okay? Your students get better results, essentially, because people who pay attention. I love that quote. People who pay attention. Like, when students invest a significant amount of money in a training program with you, right, in a course with you, they feel this greater sense of commitment and accountability. And this actually really motivates people, right? So money is a big motivator for some people, and it can motivate them to really actively take part, to participate in the program and to complete the course. Okay, so one of the challenges for course creators, okay, so that's you if you have a course, an online course, one of the challenges for you is getting your students to the finish line. Okay, so, and you might have your own experience of this, going into online courses and not finishing them. Okay, so that can be an issue, right? That can be a problem or a challenge. And so as a course creator, you have to be very mindful of that. How can I get my students to the finish line? Well, with these higher ticket offerings, when you have students come into these types of programs with you and they've really paid the money to be there, they're more likely to get to the finish line. Okay, they're more motivated to get to the finish line and to really apply what they're learning from you. Okay, which of course leads to better results. Now, for you guys, you know, as yoga teachers, you're already really committed, right, to making a big impact, to making a genuine difference in your students' lives. And therefore, you know, you've really got to ensure that, you know, your students have everything that they need and the support they need to get to achieve their goals. And one of the biggest benefits of, you know, creating a higher ticket program is that they have access to you. Okay, so whether that's through one-to-ones or group sessions, they're going to have a lot of access to you. So for the teachers that have come into the Visionary Mastermind, they have one-to-one sessions with me. Okay, so my capacity now is full for one-to-one clients because I'm working with these teachers who have come into the Visionary. So, you know, they have the opportunity to ask questions, to receive feedback on whatever they're going through, right, at the time. And so you can really, you know, provide your students with this support and mentorship that they need to get closer to their goals. And what happens is it ends up being a really deep collaboration with you, okay, which allows them to get the support they need to get these extraordinary results. And the other great thing about it is that a higher ticket offering, a higher ticket course, most of the time is a small number of students. Okay, so most of the time when you offer something like this, you know, you're going to cap the numbers. And the reason you cap the numbers is because they're getting that one-to-one access with you. You can devote more of your time, more of your attention to each person, okay? Which means you get to know them more. You get to really gain deeper insights into their needs and how you can support them. And you just can't achieve that same level of connection and support inside a group program with a larger number of students, right? So as much as, you know, I try my best by, you know, reaching out via Messenger and being inside the group for the Profitable Yoga Teacher program, for instance, you know, there's 100+ teachers that come into that group each time. So I try my best to connect as best as I can, but it's not the same level of support that I will be giving to the teachers who have joined the Visionary Mastermind. There's really a kind of magic that comes with investing at that level, and I'm speaking from my own experience here, but there truly is something magical about leaning into this level of support and the impact that investment has on you from a mindset perspective. Because when people invest, you know, a significant amount of money into joining a program, it really increases the likelihood that they're going to spend more time, more energy into that investment because they want to get a return on the investment. So it's almost like you get a rocket up you know, to really kind of move forward and to do the work and to implement what you're learning. And, you know, from my own experience, having invested 20K into a mastermind and 30K into a mastermind, I want to get my return on that investment. That investment kind of supports you to work harder in a way, or to kind of level up at a faster rate so that you can implement what you're learning and make your money back, You have that there. It's like, okay. So there's kind of magic that comes with that. And yeah, I think, when you've invested a considerable amount into your future, you work harder to make it work. So that's, there's no denying that. Definitely the students that come into those higher ticket courses are the ones here to do the work. That's the reality, is that you attract those students who are more invested in the outcome, which is great, right? It's great for you as a business owner because you get to shout about their success, right? They get those results, those extraordinary results that I talked about, and you get to share those extraordinary results, with your wider community. So you get to show others what's possible, when they step into these higher level containers with you, to get that one-to-one support and to get that really, high touch accountability that they're not going to be able to access in other courses that you offer. Another benefit then is the perceived value. This is really about, how much people believe your course is worth. And there's several things that impact that. Pricing, of course, is one of them. Like, it plays a crucial role. So if you imagine, there's a course priced at $50, and then there's another course on the exact same topic priced at $500, regardless of the quality of the $500 course, you are more likely to perceive that course as having higher value just because of the price. So it's important to remember this, because this is, an aspect that can be really leveraged to your advantage. And it's not about tricking people into paying more. It's actually highlighting to you that, many times course creators are undervaluing the courses that they've created, right? And so, selling something at a high ticket level, of course that program and that course needs to, it needs to provide, it needs to really get someone to that higher level transformation that I talked about. It really needs to have everything in there to really support someone to get where they want to be at that higher level. But selling a higher ticket course is really an acknowledgement that you're guiding your students towards this goal that they couldn't reach on their own, okay? Which holds so much value, right? Far more than you probably realize. And it shows that you value your expertise, right? You value your authority. You're really standing into your authority. You're owning it. You're saying, I have this expertise. I can help you to get to this place that you've not been able to get to on your own. And I'm owning this space because I know that I'm good at this, right? I know that I can get you results. And so there's a certain timeline that comes with this, guys. This isn't something that, I'm just starting out on my yoga business and I'm going to create a high ticket online course. There's a certain timeline, because in order to reach that authority status, let's call it, but that kind of, you're putting your mark in your space, you need to have results, right? You need to have student results that you are sharing consistently, real tangible results that you've been able to get for your students. And so that's super important, and that comes with time. So this isn't something that we're just going to do overnight. I'm very much talking about the future here and giving you a vision of what it could look like, maybe 2, 3, 5 years from now. We're not building this business for the month of June. We are doing something, we're dedicating our time and effort and energy to serving our students for the long term, right? We're here for the long term. So it's great to think about, what could this look like in the future for me? Where maybe I'm bringing a group together who have been in my community for some time. If I think about the teachers that have come into the Visionary Mastermind, I know them all. They've been in this community for some time. And so, isn't it great to imagine that further down the line, you could create something that really goes deep with those students that you've built relationships with, who have been in your other courses. You've seen their progress, yeah? You've seen their journey. And now it's like the creme de la creme. Like, we're really helping them to get the jackpot here with your expertise. It's beautiful to think that you can actually, over time, take your students on this journey with you. And this is where we have to become strategic as business owners and really look at our product suite. You know, what are we offering to our students when they just come into our community? What does that look like when they're just starting their journey with us, when they're just starting to understand what this practice is about, or this specific topic area that you are niching in on? What does it look like when they're a little bit further down the line? Maybe it's your online course that you have on Evergreen. What does it look like even further down the line from that? We cover all of this in the Profitable Yoga Teacher program. So, you know, if you're keen, like if you're a beginner right now, YOGIPRENEUR LAUNCHPAD, that is the program for you. That's our Evergreen program. You can get into it today. Further down the line, you want to start creating an online course and learning how to launch it. That's the Profitable Yoga Teacher program. And the next cohort for that 6-month program is going to be September, October, around then. We're just finalizing dates at the moment. So, you know, we have support for you wherever you are in your business, and the same will apply for you. You know, you need to look at this from a holistic approach. Like, how do I support people at different stages in their journey? Yeah, so where did I get to? I went off on a little tangent there. But another benefit here, so kind of building on what we were talking about around authority status, right? So, you know, being able to elevate your authority and actually having a program that's high ticket does elevate your authority. Like, it elevates your expert status, because here you are creating a container for your students that is so valuable. It creates so much transformation in people's lives and is worthy of that higher ticket price that you've attached to it. So this offering actually elevates the perception of you, right? The perception of your business. It positions you as a provider of this premium support, this premium content and expertise. And in doing so, you know, you attract the students who are really looking for that, right? They're looking for that higher quality, more comprehensive, like, learning experiences. Okay, and of course that's what this type of program will provide, right? It's going to be an enhanced learning experience, right? So, for example, just one example of how that translates inside the Visionary Mastermind, our community is inside a different, it's not inside Facebook. We're not using a Facebook group, okay? We're actually using Mighty Networks. And this is great. I'm absolutely loving it. It's really, you know, it's more advanced. It's a more advanced community space. And so it's different things like that where you can really enhance what you offer. Yeah, community. And that's another aspect, right? There's another aspect of a higher ticket offering, is that it brings this, it brings another element that can be hard to match in other types of offerings and courses. And most of the time, this higher ticket course means, as I said earlier, a smaller, closer knit community, okay? A more quality community of students who are truly committed to their progress, like truly committed to their growth. So for example, our mastermind, the maximum number is 15 people. And there's reason for this, okay? One is that it includes one-to-ones with me, okay? So my capacity is obviously limited, but also because this elite group is likely a smaller segment of your wider community, okay? If you look at where people are in their journey, most people in your community will be at these first stages. It's going to be a smaller segment of people that are more advanced, and you know, they're the ones that perhaps further on in their journey. So there's definitely a specific point in their journey that this offering will be suited for. For your students, there's immense value, right? Being in a container like this, you know, being surrounded in a small group of other people who are really kind of united by this kind of shared interest or shared point in their journey, right? And it encourages them to really rise up together, yeah, to really kind of work together to achieve the goal or to achieve the transformation that, you know, they desire. So that, you know, being in a community like that holds incredible power. It really does. You know, you're able to really bring those people together in this sense. You know, they're really similar in their journey and their goals and everything that they want to achieve. I mentioned that, you know, the most obvious benefit is the financial side of things, and I've just shared many other benefits with you guys, but of course the financial aspect, you know, is a huge benefit, because a higher ticket course is allowing you to generate more revenue per student, right? So you're going to have a higher profit margin because the cost of creating that course is spread out over fewer students. And so you can make more revenue for each sale. So if you think about, you know, if you sold, just an easy calculation here, if you sold like a $500 course to make 10K, you're going to need to sell 20 courses, right? But, you know, if you just have one high ticket course that costs 10K, for instance, you just need to sell one course. So you get the same results and you only have to sell one. And actually, and this is where it's quite interesting, selling a 10K course takes the same effort or less than selling a $500 course. And from my own experience now, you know, having just recently sold the Visionary Mastermind, it was less effort selling the Visionary Mastermind than it was selling the places on the Profitable Yoga Teacher program. So when you put it in perspective like that, it was less effort for us as a team. You know, for me, energy, the build up, like we put so much into selling the Profitable Yoga Teacher program with the challenges that we do, the boot camps, all of that jazz. There's so much that goes into it. And it was much easier to sell the Visionary Mastermind, even though that's a $12,000 program, right? Because we're selling less places. It's quite interesting when you start to look at it in that way as well, okay? Okay, lots to have a think about there for the future. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Always love to be here with you. So yeah, any other questions that come up, please reach out to me. You can send me a DM. All right, lots of love. See you soon. See you soon. Bye-bye.